My name is Linette Manuel. I have my roots in Angola, but I was born in Czech Republic, concretely in Brno. Both of my parents came to Czech Republic in very young age when they were teenagers, around 16 years old. And in Angola, there was actually a social war, and it was a little bit difficult to live there. There was a struggle and poverty, and also quite a difficult time. And Czech Republic and Angola and some other countries had this treaty that students or people who had good grades or showed some promise could go leave the country and study and learn about new opportunities and go back to the country to help restore the country once the war is over. My father moved back and my mom stayed here. From the perspective of the nature, I would say that Angola is like a oceanic state, so they have ocean and it's very warm there. But from the perspective of culture-wise, I would say that the Angolan traditional culture is more outgoing, which means that they are very, very, very much friendly. Everyone on the streets acts like best friends. Everyone is very involved in your life, which has some good, some bad. The good thing about it is that nobody feels alone. So I would say the society is more connected, but it also means that there is a lot of people just not minding their business. What I took away from the experience is that I think that here in Europe we are much less connected to one another and show a little bit less compassion when it's needed, but also progress of technologies and how we live here is much, much better. I think it's hard to find the balance between how much you want to push people forward and help move the society forward and build the best opportunities for everyone. As I said, it has the good sides, also the bad sides, but I experienced it. I wouldn't say that I am Czech, but also my parents did a great work with the incorporation of the Czech culture, and I also went to Czech kindergarten, so I have both of the worlds that have shaped and created who I am. So it's very hard for me to say, or are you Czech or are you Angolan, because both of them create who I am. One of my first memories and the best memories that I had as a child is me sitting on a lap of my father, and he was showing to me the internet and the old version on the computer, the way how you could connect. So it was the one that you still the one that you needed a phone connection to get the internet running. My dad was very much focused on innovation, so we needed to have a computer as soon as it was available. So I grew up with technologies, and it was very normal for me to use technologies. And when it comes to fashion, I was always into art. I loved art as an expression, and fashion was just one of the ways that it felt easy for me to express. And even though it took me quite a journey to get back to fashion, because I started in technologies, pursuing technologies first, but then I always felt that it's something that is built inside of me, and that's something that I would love to pursue in some way in the future. All started during COVID when we were all of us locked down, and I was lying in the bed and looking at the walls, and it really got me thinking about my life and my future. So I signed up for a course here in Czech Republic to Institute of Fashion Design in Prague to do fashion design. Also had the thought in my head that I had invested so much time in the pursuit of the technologies, and I was thinking, okay, is there a world in which I can combine these two together? Can I find a way how I can merge fashion with the tech and the innovation? So I moved to Amsterdam and did the course there that was focused on textiles and science, engineering and innovation, and they basically did exactly what I wanted. Makeful is a platform that I've started to help bring the world of technologies to girls and women through exploration of fashion. It's a platform that offers different ranges of studying where designers can learn how to create 3D printed fashion and learn how to use laser cutting and 3D printing to shape their pieces. We are also planning to create like wearables and electronics and also like bioplastics. Also the aspect that I think can really help in the future to create create pieces of fashion that are more sustainable. All of the professionals from this industry get the sustainability question a lot because yes, we are printing from plastic. We have trouble with like overproduction of plastic materials. But one of the things that we are focusing on right now is to use more plastic that are biodegradable or recycled. So we are either using the plastics that already have been like pre-recycled or plastic that are easy to not creating like harm on the earth. One of the nice aspects of 3D printed fashion is that you can like design the fashion so it fits the person, but also just use the amount of material that you need to create the piece. You don't have to like create the entire fabric and then cut it and have like residual pieces. You just design the pieces and print the pieces that you need. This garment has been used for the dance performance, and we had few takes and few rounds of the performance in Amsterdam. So it's also visible a little bit on the dress that it has a little bit of history. It's quite fragile, I have to say. I did wash it in a washing machine, which I shouldn't. This piece that is like spandex, and on top of that we have a 3D printed pattern. The 3D printed pattern is not, you cannot feel it from the inside. When we talk about like the 3D printed, like fully 3D printed pieces, if designed well with the stretchy, soft materials, feels very nice on the skin. So, but it has to be designed and created well with the right materials, the right settings, then it can create a very soft sense of as if satin or any like very, very soft fabric. Advice that I would say to girls who are interested in STEM education and fashion: don't be scared and ashamed to be the only girl in the room, because it pays off, and we need more women in this field. So if that's something that you feel that you would like to pursue, and the only thing that is stopping you is fear, or the feeling that you will be the only one, then don't be. It's amazing. You will have wonderful options that no one has ever told you about. Trust me.